Hey everyone, hope your day's going well. We are back with another reaction. We're going to find out some hidden secrets today, 27 to be exact, of famous logos. And they're going to be revealed any second now as soon as I click play. We're going to get into some Illuminati conspiracy type stuff here. Or what? I don't know. Let's find out.
Now, the earliest logos can be traced back to ancient family crests. In the Middle Ages, people with pubs and shops started using various symbols to present what they did and to distinguish themselves from others in their line of business. But why is it so important for a brand to have an impactful logo? Well, because first impressions count, even for businesses. A well-crafted logo can send the right message to potential customers and help people learn more about your business at first glance. With so many logos to look at nowadays, especially since the beginning of e-commerce, it's easy to overlook the hidden meanings and symbols in everyday products. The Domino's Pizza logo also says a lot about the company's past. As the name suggests, there's a domino piece in the graphic design of the logo. The initial plan was to add another dot to the domino for each new location. But the company grew so big that adding dots for all the locations wasn't possible. So those 3 dots we see today are there to remind customers of the 3 initial locations of the pizza chain. Now, when you look at the...
Oh, so that's what those... Okay. I thought it was just, the domino... how do you say it in English? Cube? Domino... What is it? I don't know. Een blokje. That's how we call it. Een blokje. Block.
The chain. Now, when you look at the Beats logo, the first thing that comes to mind is the letter B, and rightly so. But there's a hidden meaning here as well. The red circle actually depicts a person's head, while the white letter B also stands for a pair of headphones. Another very customer-oriented logo is that of the brand LG. The company designed its logo to include both the company's initial name, Lucky Gold Star, and the company's current slogan, Life's Good.
I didn't even know that was Lucky Gold Star, man. LG is just LG. Okay.
Careful look at their logo shows not only the letters L and G, but also a smiley face. They may be one of the most famous jean manufacturers in the world, but their brand identity also has some hidden meaning in it. The Levi's logo is designed in the shape of a pocket that can be found on each and every pair of the jeans they produce. The FedEx logo is also very cool. At first glance, it looks like the words Fed and X written together in 2 contrasting colors, purple and orange. But if you look closely between the letters E and X, you'll notice that the negative space is in the shape of an arrow pointing to the right. It symbolizes movement and agility.
The
Unilever...
now I got something to impress people with at parties. Hey, how am I going to weave this into a conversation?
Group has a staggering number of brands all over the world, more than 400. It's no surprise that their U-shaped logo is composed of many different symbols, like a flower, a spoon, or a bird. It's done to showcase how many things they produce, from food and refreshments to personal care and beauty products.
Man, they're controlling our lives.
NBC, or the National Broadcasting Company, is a broadcast and radio network with a logo that's very nice to look at. It's bright, colorful, and flashy. Why is that? Well, because the network was created at about the same time color television started to gain momentum. The bird-shaped NBC logo symbolizes the initial 6 divisions of the network, and the colors are also a nice reminder to customers that NBC is proud as a peacock of their programs. The Evernote logo is another of those designs that clearly shows the brand's overall purpose. While the font used is relatively simple, on the left of the word Evernote, there's a depiction of an elephant. The animal is a well-known symbol of good memory, and the shape of its ear is curled like a post-it note. A cool touch for an app designed for organization and note-taking, wouldn't you say so? Now, the Cisco logo comes with its own little secret as well.
I get it, memory. Yeah, they have good memory. Okay, Evernote. I guess it makes sense. We also have a brand here in Belgium that uses an elephant for chocolate, Côte d'Or. I don't know why they picked an elephant. Maybe I need to look into that. I get the memory elephant connection. It kind of makes sense. I don't know the chocolate though. Now I'm starting to rethink all logos. Cisco? Oh man. I was Cisco certified at one point.
Own little secret as well.
Long time ago.
The font is quite minimalistic, but the lines above are there to depict the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco.
Damn,
The
I
first
didn't even know
CEO
that.
of
They
the
was gonna
company, a man
take away my
named John
certificate.
Morgridge, thought this would be a great idea to emphasize moving toward the future and connecting two worlds. The Amazon logo is everywhere these days, but there's a small detail in there that most people probably miss. The arrow connecting the letters A and Z, the one in the shape of a smile, is there to point out that they have a complete inventory of products, from A to Z. Audi is one of those
Really?
brands
Okay.
that likes to showcase their history. Those four simple intertwining circles on the company's logo are a reminder of the four companies which were initially part of the conglomerate: DKW, Porsche, Wanderer, and Audi.
Huh.
There's a nice story behind the Baskin-Robbins logo
Oh, this
as
is
well.
B1.
Between
What
the
is
letters
that?
B
31.
and R in the middle of the logo, you can notice the number 31. Why is that? Because the company has 31 original flavors of ice cream. I think I've darn near tried them all. A lot of
Alright,
companies out
okay,
there
okay.
like to give their logos a bit of a vintage touch, and
This is Simon
Picasa
Says
is one of
game.
them. Before we had digital cameras and the perfect portrait was just a click away, analog cameras had a little thing called a shutter. That's a device that opens to let light pass through, exposing the film and creating a photograph. The Picasso logo is just that, a shutter nicely colored in red, blue, green, purple, and orange. The 7-Eleven logo has a nice twist that might not have caught your eye by now. The N at the end of the word is in lowercase, unlike the rest of the letters, which
Oh.
are in all caps. It's said that the
Why is
company's
that?
president's
Oh, no reason? No reason? Never been to a 7-Eleven, so that's on my bucket list. I have to do it once in my life, man. That is important.
wife, back in the 60s, wanted to make the company's logo look a bit less harsh. She believed that the uppercase font would be a
Okay,
bit too
we get-
rigid,
spoke too soon.
and she wanted to make the overall appearance of the logo more fluid. A graphic designer found a solution by switching to a lowercase n at the end of the word. So I'm guessing that when you pronounce it, you just throw away the lowercase n, like 7-Eleven. Or not. Chocolate fans must know the Toblerone brand. If you're one of them, have you ever noticed all the intricate detailing in its logo? The city of Bern, in Switzerland, where the company was founded, is also named the City of Bears. When you visit this place, you'll see that there are bears everywhere, from the city's coat of arms to public trash cans. The Toblerone chocolate is shaped like a mountain, hence the mountain in the logo. But there's also a bear depicted there, hidden in the
Oh.
negative space.
Nice. I never knew that. You see them at airports all the time, and I'm from Belgium, so I gotta rep my Belgian chocolate.
Chick-fil-A logo is one of those that goes straight to the point with their imagery. The C stands for chicken, of course, but it's also shaped like a chicken if you look closely. Another great example of negative space used creatively is the Formula One logo.
Oh yeah.
Between the F, which stands for the word formula, and the horizontal lines depicting red flames, the number 1 is intelligently hidden. Bet you didn't see that one. One of the
Sure, I did.
greatest sportswear brands, Adidas, has a mystery of its own. At first glance, its logo is merely comprised of 3 vertical lines. Don't they look like a mountain to you? This mountain is there to symbolize the effort athletes have to make to reach the top, which is like, climbing a mountain.
That's a stretch. Come
The
on. That's
IBM
not a
logo
mountain.
has its own statement to make. The 3 letters of the company's name, I, B, and M, are designed to be the horizontal lines meant to symbolize speed and dynamism. This is one of the company's main values, which has always been important to the founders. With a cool logo to present to the world, Ray-Ban has become a household name for sunglasses. Just to make sure you don't miss what they actually do, the B in the logo is designed like a pair of shades. The worldwide internet source of
okay.
information, Wikipedia, has a logo to match its brand identity. The globe is made of many puzzle pieces, each with a different symbol on it, and some missing pieces as well. It tells the story of the company's mission without a single word. That's a nice lesson in storytelling, don't you think? Subway is one of
It
those
is.
brands that have a nice combination of the logo and name, meant to symbolize that you can have a delicious meal anytime. The pointing arrows on the letter S and Y look like the directions found at subway stations. Now, there's no way you can miss the 2 pieces of chocolate in the Hershey Kisses logo. But there's a third one hidden in there if you look closely. Have you seen it yet? It's hidden between the letters K and I. If you've
Oh,
ever redecorated a house or planned a
Never had those. We don't really have Hershey's over here. I did try Hershey's once, when I was in the UAE where they had a Hershey's store. I think it's closed. They still have a little bit of that, but we in Europe, no Hershey's. I think, at least not. No, never seen it over here.
wedding, you most likely use Pinterest to store and share ideas. The Pinterest logo looks like the letter P in a red circle. But look again. This P is shaped like a drawing pen. To the untrained eye, the logo of the London Symphony Orchestra looks like an eccentric red curved line. But in reality, it has a purpose of its own as it symbolizes a musical conductor. Another
Really?
brand with hidden imagery in its logo is Magic Coffee. The cup of coffee on the top of the name is shaped like a top hat if you take a closer look. Okay, I'm ready for some food now.
Yeah, let's get some coffee and some Hershey's chocolate. Yeah, man. I thought we were gonna get into satanic rituals. They were gonna put in some crazy stuff into their logos. Like some of these, let's say, big CEOs like to do. Yeah, I really this was really interesting. I actually never knew about like the 1 and the F. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Sometimes you just see things and you don't think twice and you just accept it for what it is. And yeah, it made me rethink my life, man. Damn. I'm walking away with existential questions about myself and about just existence. Thank you for that. Thanks for being here. Looking forward to catch you in the next one. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. Peace.